Adulting fucking sucks.
It does. Like, it's all ghetto, and I'm sick of it.
I feel that.
I'm fucking sick of it.
I do.
But yeah, that's the AC. I turned the fan off, Sherelle.
Oh no, I didn't get scared this time.
I did the best I could. Okay,
I prepared. I was prepared this time.
She got her little sweater on.
Yeah, because it's a little nippy outside. It's been raining all day.
It is a little nippy.
It's raining all day.
It feels good. You can scoot over some more. I don't know why we have to keep going through this. There we go. You messing up. Get on the line.
I'm sorry. I'm in there.
Get on the line.
I'm in there. Am I in there now?
Yes, you're on the line. That's all I asked.
Okay, I'm good.
Thank you.
I put my phone's on vibrate.
Jesus Christ.
We should be drinking.
We should. I don't have no. This is a dry house.
I'm gonna buy you some wine.
Not because I'm like an alcoholic or anything. I just don't be drinking.
I'm gonna buy you some wine.
I just threw out that Taylor Port that we had a little. All right, that's not. You don't have to make that face.
No, I am, because that was early 2023. We are damn near in Christmas already.
Was it early 2023?
Yeah.
I'm sending you home with this goddamn popcorn too.
Oh, that's fine. This should be going in about a month or so.
Because it's been sitting here and I'm like, I don't eat popcorn that much.
I love me some popcorn.
2 big ass Orville Orville
Redenbacher.
Orville Redenbacher bottles of popcorn in my pantry.
It's the best kind.
Because she keep buying it.
Listen, we be having little slumber parties every now and then.
We do.
And we love a good bowl of
Actually,
popcorn.
I'll just save it for our next slumber
party. There we go.
Perfect.
There you go.
Perfect.
Because Brandon gets the white corn. It's yellow corn or nothing, but whatever.
What's wrong with the white corn popcorn? It doesn't taste the same?
It's just, listen, men in grocery stores.
Now listen, I agree.
And I've said this numerous times, I don't think y'all need to be in grocery stores. I just don't.
Listen,
yes.
If there's one time where I agree on being sexist, it's this.
Correct. y'all don't, because y'all just don't know. Y'all just grab shit.
Yes.
It's always the wrong thing.
Always. If I get a man to do my Instacart order, I'm canceling it.
I feel that.
I just go to the grocery store myself. I'll just go to the grocery store myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, sorry for all our men listeners.
I'm not.
Who...
I do not apologize for this. At all. At all.
Damn.
Anyway, I guess we can go ahead and start this show.
Let's go ahead. They gonna cancel us anyway.
Per usual.
Damn.
Shocker.
Yeah.
All right. Hey guys.
Hey everyone.
What is happening?
What's poppin'?
I'm your girl Sierra T.
And I'm your girl Sherelle B.
And this is Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast.
Where we wrap the culture up in color.
Yes, ma'am. Episode 13?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go with it.
We'll go with it.
We're going to go with it. We're going to go with it.
Let's go with it.
Episode 13 in the building.
Facts.
Yes, ma'am.
Facts.
I don't have any announcements.
No.
Mm-hmm. No announcements. So I think we can go ahead and just jump right on into it.
Yeah.
Sis, what can you wrap your head around?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So there's a black man in Florida who is getting ready to go to jail. He was applying to be a police officer. And on the application and during the interview, he actually admitted to some sex crimes where he admitted to sexually abusing a young lady while he was in his teenage years. And I can't wrap my head around if I want to applaud him for his honesty or taking accountability for his actions, or if I want to be like, you big goofball, did you not realize you were applying to be a police officer? So I've been literally struggling with that all day. I'm like, wow, you're a dumbass, but also maybe it was just not sitting with you that you committed these crimes years ago, and you're about to be an officer who is going to one day meet you when you arrest them for sex crimes, especially in Florida. You know what I'm saying?
That's a double whammy though. But did they Did they find it and was like, yo, we found some stuff on you?
No. So apparently he put some stuff, he put something on his application that prompted police to just start asking him a little bit more questions.
Yeah.
So like, he already got the interview. They got the application. It's like, okay, let's bring this dude in. Let's interview him. So they're like, yeah, so on your application, you put ABC, XYZ. Talk more about that. And he admitted to it.
Yeah.
He admitted to the fact that he was like, yeah, I used to play these sex games with my little redacted. And
my little who? His weenus?
No, with his maybe we could bleep this out, his little cousin. Yeah. When he was in between 14 and 19 years old and she was younger than him. And yeah.
What you mean play little sex games?
He used to do things like pull his penis out. She would put her mouth on it. Yeah, it was a lot going on. And he was getting ready to be a police officer. So detectives tracked down the victim's mother. She cooperated with the story. And he's going to jail now. So I think the charges was like battery of a child under 12 or something like that.
Yeah.
Which serves a life sentence. So I just can't wrap my head around. I'm like, I don't know if I want to be like, you know what? Cool. I'm not going to say good for you.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to say like kudos for you taking accountability for these ridiculous, heinous crimes. Or if I want to be like, are you dumb? Like, I don't know. Like, how did you think that was gonna go?
That's what
I don't know.
I really don't know. I'm actually at a loss for words right now. I don't know what to say. I mean, what do you?
Yeah, that was me while I'm writing the story. I'm like, what?
What do you even say to that? What do you even say to that?
The crazy part is so they had a trial because he's convicted, like he's going to jail.
Okay.
And the crazy part is that when he was during the trial, when he was on stand, he said that never happened. So
wait, what?
Basically, what was happening was his lawyer was asking the judge to kind of redact admission, like from the application. The judge said that's fine, but like you literally admitted to doing this to detectives. Like, I don't know what basically it's like, did you really think the detective gonna be like, oh, okay, cool, you're a great candidate to be a police officer. Wonderful. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that what you thought was gonna happen? I don't know.
Well.
Yeah, I can't wrap my head around it, sis.
Well, I will say, I mean, we have people who are police officers who are like
that part.
A part of the KKK.
That part.
So,
and in Florida,
so I don't know what I expected. I don't know. You know what? No, that makes sense because he wasn't initiated yet. So that makes sense.
Yeah, this was he just put an application.
Yeah, okay.
I can just imagine the detectives like, what'd you say? I can just imagine like.
I wonder if he said it was a slip of the tongue.
No, I wish I could pull up the article because when I say the whole from the affidavit, like what he said verbatim, like it was really like crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So it was not a slip of the tongue?
No, it was no slip of the tongue at all. Yeah.
I am so... Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
Yeah,
I guess. Okay.
I told you that's what I can't wrap my head around, but it's really I can't find the article, but
no worries.
Because I wanted to read exactly what happened from the affidavit. It was like, okay.
Oh my God.
But anyway, what can't you wrap your head around, sis?
Wow. Mine is much lighter. You know how you're like, okay, all right, I don't want y'all to judge me, okay? I don't want y'all to judge me.
You're not gonna judge her.
But like, okay, what I can't wrap my head around is something that I learned recently. I feel like y'all are really going to judge me. Y'all gonna judge me so hard. Okay, so I was up, like, obviously you know how I don't know, sometimes every once in a while you come across a TikTok and be like, what are the top 5 what's the name states or whatever. So this TikTok was like, what's the most northernest state? And I was like,
Alaska.
I said Maine.
Okay, that's an easy.
Wait. Let me finish.
Okay.
I said Maine because I didn't realize. I didn't know. No, I didn't know that Alaska was connected to Canada. Had no idea. Had no fucking idea. No, walk with me.
I'm just
walk with me on the journey.
I'm here. I'm walking with you.
Wait.
I am walking with you.
To be fair. Okay, to be fair.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I want to go home.
You are.
Oh shit! This is my house. Oh, I want to get the fuck out of here.
We are at your house.
So to be fair, when we're learning about geography in school,
right,
and they always show us the map of the United States, they always put Alaska in a little box all the way to the left.
Okay.
So up until 2 days ago, I thought Alaska was somewhere near Hawaii.
Sierra? We might have to go, y'all. Sierra?
I mean,
so since then you have seen a map of like North America.
Yeah, but like, okay, but when they show you like a map of North America, it's huge, right? So they're not really showing you like Hawaii. So I'm like, oh,
they're showing you North America. So that's Canada, the United States, and then Mexico.
Yeah. But I'm like,
yeah. So that would be it. Like, so since Alaska's up here and Hawaii is, and we know that in Alaska it's very cold.
Yeah, right. So my thing was like, well, maybe Alaska is on some.
Go ahead. I'm on your side. I'm trying to be on your side. I really am. Because you had me, I was like, you better not judge her. And now I'm like.
So I was thinking maybe.
What?
I was thinking maybe like Alaska is like, what's like the equator and it's like,
no. No, I don't. Because we know where the equator is. And we know that it's very hot. We also learned that in geography that the equator equates to hot, and we know that Alaska is very cold. Like the highest temperature they get is like maybe 55 on a good day.
Okay, listen. I'm not. To be fair, I want y'all to know I'm not a flat earther. Okay, I'm very well aware that the Earth is round. Mm-hmm. So my thought process was like maybe Alaska is low enough to. Fuck it. I don't want to talk about this. Never mind.
No. You said you wanted to know. You thought Alaska was low enough.
No.
to do what?
Like it's a circle, right? So like maybe it was like low enough that maybe it was starting to fall into the cold part because you go.
But the cold part is up here. It's up there. So this is what I'm trying to help you. Like it's up. Hawaii is way down it. Like that's a long ass flight from somebody to go from like Anchorage, Alaska to Honolulu. That's a long ass. I wonder how long that flight is. But
I feel like no, I can't be now. Am I the only person my age who probably didn't know this? Yes, but I feel like the American education does a disservice by putting that Alaska in that box on the left. Because I swore for all my life, I'm like Alaska's all the way over there somewhere. I mean, imagine me. I mean, nigga, it was like 2 a.m. I'm sitting up in bed like, Alaska's connected to Canada? Like, flabbergasted.
I just want to know. I just want you to know that when Simone sees this, it's a wrap for you.
I'm going to be so judged.
Yeah, you might. But, I ride for you regardless. But I speak on behalf of all public school children that have seen maps since...
That's not fair.
The 8th grade.
That's not fair. Don't do that.
So we know that, and we also know that the equator is here.
I know that the equator is in the middle.
Right.
Yeah.
Where it's hot. So it kind of goes across like South America, Africa, you know what I'm saying? Like hot.
Well, wait, what's the line that goes down? Is there not a name for a line that goes down?
Oh, like longitude. Oh, there is.
Latitude and longitude, right?
Correct.
But that doesn't have anything to do with hot and cold?
No, that's just... That's for like coordinates.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna ride for you regardless. I don't know if I can save you from.
I don't even want to see the comments
from them.
I don't even want to see the comments.
Miss Geography herself, Simone. She is a big history buff. Geography.
I don't even want to see the comments on this episode.
You know what? But we ride for you, sis. We love you. But you know what? The more you know. And now you know.
I feel like you're talking to me like I'm stupid.
No, you're not.
Just because the nigga thought Alaska was next to Hawaii doesn't make me an idiot.
No, absolutely not. No, you are far from an idiot. But this is what's one of those? It's like one of those like. I used to have a coworker, and like we used to talk about different things, and sometimes we would bring things up, and be like, okay, we're gonna put that in this box. Okay. And we're going to put it there. So that's what we're going to do. Even though this is on an episode that's going to be on the internet for a while. But we're going to take it and we're going to put it in the box. This is the Headwraps and Lipstick box.
Nope. Y'all.
And we're going to put it there. Y'all can't.
No, they're never going to let me live it down because I gaslight them all the time.
You know what?
And they are not going to let me live this down.
We will allow one or two and that's about it.
They're going to roast this.
It's okay. Well, hey, but it's now Simone, I can't help you with that. I can't help you with that. She gonna be like, Sierra, what the fuck? But you know, it's all good. We ride for you. We love you regardless. And
I don't even care no more.
no, we just
no. Let's just get into the show.
Okay, we gonna get into the show. We're gonna cover some other states besides Alaska and Hawaii. We're talking about Bussin ballots. Well, we are going to get into one hot state, which is New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Okay. I don't really like New Mexico like that, but you know.
She can't tell me why, though.
I just don't resonate with it.
That isn't... Okay.
Like, okay, hear me out, y'all. Like, you know how you just don't resonate with a certain...
Have you ever even been in New Mexico?
No, for what? What am I going there for?
So how can you resonate with
There's
New Mexico?
no professional sports teams there.
It's not?
No. Besides college. But who's going, let me go to the University of New Mexico game. Like, who wants to go there? It's just not a state that I feel needs to be a state.
Wow.
That's just, you know, you could have given, like, Mexico could have kept that land.
Shout out to all the New Mexicans out there. She clearly doesn't think your state.
I just don't, outside of, like, Breaking Bad.
That's crazy.
What else is there?
Is that where that took place in?
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. Because there was, no, I'm not going to say
No,
that.
go ahead. You was going to say there's nothing else out there to do but do meth.
I was. That's exactly what I was going to say. That's exactly what I was going to say.
There's nothing to do out there but meth. Okay, go ahead.
But one thing that they are trying to do in New Mexico is they're actually trying to adopt a calendar that has more school days in New Mexico.
Okay.
And actually a New Mexico judge was like, absolutely not. We're not doing that.
Oh.
Yeah. So this was a mandate. So I'm going to read this. There's a new mandate that requires school districts across New Mexico to adopt calendars that consist of at least 180 days. And it was put on hold by a judge while he considers the change's legality. Dozens of school districts and superintendents have been challenging the state public education department over the change. Okay. Mm-hmm. In granting the school district's request for a preliminary injunction, Judge Dustin Hunter said the rule undermines the legislature's intent when it adopted legislation in 2023 that called for extending the number of hours children spend in the classroom and the time teachers have for professional development.
Okay.
This so like a general counsel for like their governors argued that the school districts would not be harmed if the state is allowed to move forward with implementing the mandate pending a ruling on the merits of the state. My thing is, what is the reason for this? Like, why are you trying to add an additional 180 days? That's 180 days.
How many days are they in school already?
So let's see.
There's 365 days in a year.
So a regular school year goes from, let's say, late August to early June, unless you're in the northern part of the Northeast, and then it's from early September to late June. Mm-hmm. So, okay, so 30 days. Let's see, so September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. So what's that, 10? So you're in school for 10 months. So 10 times 30 days. 10 times. So that's... So basically, this is trying to make year-round school.
Yeah, they must be on the same plane as Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I don't understand.
Hold on, I need to see how many. I want to know for sure, like how many days are in.
So let me read this. So consideration of the 180-day rule began last year, and it wasn't until this year's legislative session wrapped up that the Public Education Department announced that it will be implementing the rule that it would take effect on July 1st.
So there are approximately 185 days in a school year.
So then how are they... This is a little weird. He pointed to structured literacy programs in kindergarten and earlier grades, technical education, and internship opportunities for older students and summer programs that can help keep students on track.
So yeah, this is definitely, because 180 plus 185 is definitely 365 days.
Yeah, I don't understand. So legislation that passed in 2023, New Mexico increased the number of hours students needed to be in school from roughly 1,000 hours to 1140 hours.
Okay.
The change meant several districts around the state had to lengthen the school day or add more days. Right. So you want them to be in school on Saturday and Sunday too?
Are they raising teachers?
Oh, hold on. Here comes something about salary. In the community of Logan, Superintendent Dennis Roach testified that the new rule will result in astronomical costs for the tiny district to add 33 days to. Okay, so they're adding 33. That's ridiculous. That's a whole month and some change for what?
Yeah, it is. It's a whole nother month.
33 days to his calendar. Okay, never mind. To his calendar and come into compliance. He said the additional cost for teachers' salary, not including any support staff, would total around $3,888,000, which exceeds what the district pays for heat and cool and powers of its building.
See,
wow. I told y'all I like the state.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't understand. This is really interesting, and I feel like this is a conversation. Like Sis literally was telling me before we started recording that in Philadelphia they're trying to make year-round school. I know in Georgia they already have that implemented within their districts. I don't think it's all districts, but some. And I'm wondering if this is kind of like a ploy on lack of childcare, lack of. I don't what is this?
That's a good question.
Why all of a sudden are you trying to keep they only get 3 less, and it's not even 3 whole months. You're talking 2.5 months, and then they get a week for Christmas, a week for spring break, sometimes fall break. So what is the problem?
I don't know. I just think it's very interesting. Would you put your kid in school all year round?
No. No, I think that kids, I guess because I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't. Why would I want to be in school every single day of the year? That's crazy.
I mean, I think they get a couple of weeks off in between random times.
Yeah. So I don't understand. Why can't we just why can't we just have summer?
I guess instead of having that whole 2-3 months off, they're just they break it up. I guess per quarter.
I think for me, it's not even just from a kid standpoint. I'm thinking of the teachers. To your point, we can do this if you're going to double my salary, and
they're not going to do. And that's the real question in all of this is you're trying to do all these strict rules and make sure the kids stay in longer or whatnot. But you guys aren't doing anything to offset that with the teacher's salary, and that's the real problem. And we already have enough people who have left the teacher sector of of this industry because they're not getting enough. They're not getting paid enough. There's not enough teachers. They don't have any help. Fuck, niggas ain't got books. Books is from 10 years ago. It's all kinds of foolishness. So I don't know, sis. I don't know. I'm not feeling that. I don't know. I feel like all of that is, until we get teachers a livable wage. I don't think we should be having any discussion about adding no more days, making kids stay longer. I wouldn't want to hear none of that shit. Unless y'all raising me, because they should be at minimum getting paid maybe $90K a year.
I agree. They're raising your kids. They're dealing with
and barely, because apparently, according to some of these teachers that's on TikTok, these kids cannot read.
Yeah,
they don't know how to comprehend things. They don't got it, girl.
And then be sitting there oh, my kid the next LeBron James. Are they?
I don't know about all that.
Can't read plays if you can't read books.
Bronny is the next LeBron James. I'm doing the best I can, Sherelle. Okay. Damn.
It's like, nah, I ain't going. I ain't gonna hate on that young man. Nepotism. I love black nepotism. Okay, I love it. Like, why not? I get it, like, yeah. My father's LeBron James. What you thought I was gonna be a construction worker? Like, get the fuck out of here. Anyways,
damn. I mean, that's real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, New Mexico, you guys kind of like shout outs to the judge that was like, I don't know about all this.
Yeah.
So maybe there is some good coming out of New Mexico besides heat. And yeah. So yeah, y'all get together over there
for sure.
But now we're gonna move up to New York, and New York got a lot going on. But one thing that they did do is they passed legislation that will strengthen the rights of victims of domestic and sexual violence and expand on protection of survivors. So this is something that they did literally this week. So the legislative package includes measures to prohibit the defense of voluntary intoxication in sex crimes and would add extreme risk protection orders to the statewide computerized registry of protection orders. It clarifies and expands the definition of welfare to increase the amount for awards made to crime victims and informs crime victims of their rights upon conviction. I'm going to read that one more time.
Please, because that was a bit much.
It was. Okay, I'm going to read I'm going to read the whole thing again.
Okay.
The package includes measures to prohibit the defense of voluntary intoxication in sex crimes. Okay, so basically that's saying you can't be like, "Oh, I was drunk. I didn't know what I was doing." Okay, and would add extreme risk protection orders to the statewide computerized registry of protection orders. Would add extreme risk protection orders. I don't think that word needs to be there. Add extreme risk protections to the computer to a registry of protection orders. Okay.
Okay.
It also clarifies and expands the definition of welfare to increase the amount for awards made to crime victims. Okay. So basically, they're going to give them a little bit more money. Like, we're not just going to be like, oh, here's a couple of $1,000s. You'll be okay. And informs the victims of their rights. Okay. So basically, they're going to basically in New York, they don't really tell victims about their rights once their assailant is convicted. It's like, okay, he's convicted. So now you can, whatever those rights may be. Maybe it's, he or she can't have contact with you or their family, something like that. I think it's just making it a little bit more clear. Okay. Dad, every Tuesday we do this. So these changes will make a significant difference in the lives of survivors and will help ensure that true justice and accountability are afforded to each affected individual. Okay. So the proposed legislation builds on the Senate's majority recent work to combat and prosecute domestic violence crimes that includes an earmark of $35.7 million in the 24-25 state budget and an enactment of the Rape is Rape Act as the beginning of this year to significantly expand the amount of assaults that would be legally classified as rape. That's really great.
Wow.
Shout out to you, New York.
Okay.
That's really awesome. I love that.
So wait, can you go back to about the money portion? Like, can you read that again?
About their rights or the 37 point?
The 37 point, yeah.
So let's see. Hold on. What did it say? The legislation would build on the Senate majority's recent work to combat and prosecute domestic violent crimes, and that includes earmark. That includes a whole bunch of money, $35.7 million. So basically, they're going to add that to the 2024-2025 state budget.
Wow.
As they might not even have them. Basically, what it's saying is like they don't even have a whole bunch of money to prosecute a bunch of domestic violence crimes. But now with this addition to funding, they'll be able to do that, and to reinstate the Rape is Rape Act.
Right.
I'm not exactly sure what the Rape is Rape Act is. Oh, I'm sorry. It says relates to the offenses of rape in the first, second, and third degree.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Very
interesting. So yeah, shout outs to you, New York.
I love that.
That's great.
I love that.
Shout outs to states that are taking sexual assault, sexual abuse, all that stuff, violent crime seriously.
They gonna get Diddy out of here? And Drake.
And Akademiks.
And Akademiks.
I don't know. but let's see.
Wow.
Let's see.
Wow.
But in New York,
Wow.
they're taking. I think this is a really big move.
It is.
For the state of New York. So shout outs to you.
I do hope they keep that same energy with their fellow policemen who also do those crimes.
Not if Eric Adams is the mayor, but anyway.
Well,
I did a story the other day about there's a push for NYPD, basically like how they are abusing social media. And I stumbled across like the chief of patrol for NYPD.
Okay.
And some of the stuff that he was tweeting and attacks to some of these, like the Columbia protests, just really egregious stuff. And, you know, a lot of lawmakers are like, what you going to do about this? You got to do something about this. This is crazy.
right.
Eric Adams, retired police captain of the NYPD, was like, I don't really see a problem. You know, we have the best department in the world, blah, 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 blah.
Wow.
So, yeah, I don't know about that if Eric Adams is still... If that has anything to do with police and Eric Adams, he ain't going... Like, he don't care. He
gets on my nerves.
Blue lives. Okay?
He gets on my nerves.
Now on to the home state, North Carolina. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's Bussin' Ballots, but then it's not, because there's a few things that's going on in North Carolina, but this is most recently and it's most important. So at Chapel Hill, I'm sorry, not Chapel Hill, the UNC board actually just trashed a diversity program funding that would give funds to public safety resources. Okay. So the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill Board of Trustees approved a change that would divert $2.3 million of diversity spending from state funds to go towards public safety and policing at a special meeting to address the university's budget. The board's vote would only impact UNC Chapel Hill's diversity funding, which could result in the loss of its diversity office.
So they taking money from this DEI initiative because they got rid of it anyway. And they're putting it towards public safety.
Any jobs that could be impacted would incur after the fiscal year of 2024-2025 begins on July 1st. So any jobs, if you're working for UNC Chapel Hill, your job could affect, if they vote for this, you could be out of a job as of July 1st.
Damn.
Okay. But the decision about whether the spending cut will remove the Office of Diversity and Inclusion will be up to the university's flexible management plan, which is operated by interim Chancellor Lee Roberts and his team. The Diversity Office has 12 staff members, including a Chief Diversity Office. The budget, which includes a $2.3 million amendment, would now be submitted to the University of North Carolina Board of Governors. It's a lot.
I mean, they probably gonna pass it.
I want to read this real quick,
Yeah.
and then I definitely want to hear your response. The vote to shift more funding to public safety comes as continued pro-Palestinian protests on UNC's campus have resulted in several arrests in recent weeks. The Budget Committee Vice Chair Marty Cotis said law enforcement has already been forced to react to protests, but they need more funding to keep the university safe from a larger threat. I knew you was going to react that way. So I was like, let me read this real quick.
Okay. I want to preface this by saying, that I realize that a lot of y'all probably don't want to talk about what's happening in Palestine and what's happening to the people in Gaza, because that's too much for you to think about. But imagine living it. Imagine living it. Imagine your home.
That part.
Where you live. Imagine your government, your government telling you, hey, just move down a little bit further. We're gonna bomb this area. And they just keep telling you to move down until all of your homes are gone and destroyed. I think it's very insidious.
Dang.
And it's derogatory.
Wow.
To say that you need protection from your own students.
Correct.
And I think it's also really insidious to think about, like when we go to college and our idea is to engage and learn in a space that allows us to be open up to the world. Yeah. And so when you have students who are physically putting their lives on the line just so that the people in Gaza or in Palestine can have some sort of right, so they can get some rest, some peace, because they have not stopped bombing them. They have not. And so for you to say that a portion of this money is going to go to public safety because we're worried about the safety of students on campus. Yeah. What that says to me is that we're worried about how possibly our students might react to the police that we send to the campus because we feel like they're getting too rowdy and this is out of hand at this point. Like, you're here for an education. You're not supposed to be doing this. And I don't think, like, listen, a lot of people that go to college and they've been there for a semester or two, their mind starts to open up. Correct. You know what I'm saying? And so you find out who you are for real, what you will stand up for, what you will tolerate, what you will not tolerate, what you will speak up for when you are in college. And so the fact that a lot of these universities are trying to suppress the voices of these students is disgusting to me. And furthermore, I'm pissed as a fucking taxpayer for y'all to say that you're going to take my money that I've put into this state, remove it from DEI programs and put it towards public fucking safety so that y'all can pull up on students at UNC Chapel Hill in fucking tanks. That's crazy to me. That's insidious. It's sick. It's disgusting. But we should have known this because they didn't give a fuck when them kids got shot up in Sandy Hook. Now, did they? Girl. And like, everybody wants to turn a blind eye. And listen, so do I sometimes. Like, I'm not even seeing the hardest stuff of it, right? Right. And I love that Gen Z is coming in hot with this. Like, I love this shit. And I think along the way, I think older generations forget that they were kids too. Oh, for sure. That they stood up for shit too. Right. You were anti-war at some time, and now you sit here saying to these kids, "Hey, this is too much. Yes, you're doing too much. This is too much." No, it's not enough. Actually, it's not a fucking enough, and it's frustrating. On top of all the other shit, these kids probably gonna have no fucking job when they graduate anyway. We're in a fucking recession. That part. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot, and that pissed me ooff just now.
I knew it would. Like, when I was reading, I was like, Because it's just a fucking excuse. That's like, this is an excuse. Oh, because like, I haven't heard of a bunch of protests on UNC Chapel Hill's campus. Like, let's keep it a buck. Okay, no,
I haven't either.
I haven't heard not one thing. Okay, I don't live in Raleigh, and if you live in Raleigh in that area, if that is happening, let us know. But I know here in Charlotte, they're making some noise at UNC Charlotte. Yeah. So I really just think that this is just an excuse. It's like, oh, we need a reason as to why we need to cancel these DEI offices. We need a reason. Because you can't find one. What is your reasoning for getting rid of diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives? What is your reasoning for letting people go of their jobs? What is the reason? You put these people in place in 2020 when George Floyd was killed. Mm-hmm. That was your excuse then.
Because y'all was tap dancing then.
Correct.
Had the black squares on your Instagram. Yeah, we seen that bullshit.
Correct. That's why the chief diversity officer that you ain't have one before George Floyd was murdered. You ain't have one. Now you need another reason to get rid of it because some kids are protesting in fucking New York. Because people thousands of miles away are being driven out of their home for some shit that don't got nothing to even do with them. Shame on you, UNC.
That is so. I'm disgusted. And I'm just thinking about like all the play on that and like how. I mean, I don't know what the percentage of like students of color are at UNC Chapel Hill, but I mean the irony of being a black student, having money taken out of my pocket, and then having that money used against me because I'm protesting would be fucking insane.
Correct. Well, look, we done told you. Keep on applying for these.
We have told y'all asses to go to HBCUs. We have told you. But nonetheless, while your black ass is there at a PWI.
Because it looks better. To who? I don't know.
Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. And and if you got nieces and nephews and all of them who's going to school, keep that in mind. Think about how the administrations at the schools that you plan on attending would use that money against you, and how would they do so? Because UNC Chapel Hill would use it as a way to beef up their security against you, because you were protesting something for the rights of people.
Are they even a security for all them rape allegations that's happening on campus?
Jesus fucking Christ. I think I was either a sophomore or a freshman that year. That girl was walking around with that bed on campus. Not.
I remember that.
The girl got raped on campus, and she walked around almost a year or two with her bed. She took her bed everywhere with her, as a way of protesting, like saying, no one in this administration has stood up for me. Everyone's telling me to keep it quiet. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. Nobody's investigating. Yeah. And sis walked around with a bed, a twin size dorm bed. That. You remember that?
I do.
Yes.
It's like y'all.
But you taking money from DEI.
You taking money from DEI.
And that's what, you know what? And another thing. This goes back to 2020 when everybody was doing all that shit.
Yeah.
And Aunt Jemima is now the Pearl Milling Company. Y'all did all of this shit, and we just said, hey, what if, crazy idea, what if y'all treat us like human beings?
It's very simple. We didn't ask for y'all to get rid of Aunt Jemima. We didn't ask for none of that shit. All we asked for you to stop killing unarmed black people for no motherfucking reason.
Wild concept.
That's all we asked to do.
Wild concept.
Now you sit here trying to take students' freedom of speech away. They're not like, crazy. Again, we understand when protests get out of hand, like totally understand. We studied those in school. Mm-hmm. We studied them all. Mm-hmm. Things have calmed down a little bit. Okay. But if they're not being violent, what do you need the extra security for? All they're asking you to do is just make a stance. Like, have some fucking balls. That's basically what these students are asking you to do. Because
all they're doing is standing up. They're not vandalizing anything or nothing like. Well, Columbia, they took over that hall.
But you know, like,
listen, sometimes you gotta fuck some shit up to get some shit done.
Right. What Kendrick say? Pop out and show them who you are. What he
sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
Yeah, because I mean, it's just unacceptable.
It's horrible. That pissed me off.
Chapel Hill, but that's what's going on in North Carolina. There's some other stuff going on, but you know where to go. Go to ballotpedia.org, and you can read up on a bunch of the crazy ass legislation that's going on across the states, from Alaska to North Carolina and everywhere else. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, but it's crazy, but. It's actually a decent segue into our political topic, which is college commencement ceremonies that have happened over the last 2 weeks or so.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh. Lots of graduations.
Lots of protests. Mm-hmm. Actually, not that many protests because a few have been canceled. I think Columbia's was definitely canceled.
Oh, for sure.
Columbia's was canceled. I think Harvard's was canceled. There was a few that had been canceled. But the Xavier University of Louisiana, which is an HBCU, did boycott their speaker, who is United States UN ambassador. Okay. Who had some interesting things to say about what's going on in, overseas. So they boycotted her. And this wasn't the first time that they boycotted. I'm sorry. She wasn't the first. This wasn't the first school that boycotted her appearance. Apparently, she was also supposed to make an appearance at the University of Vermont, and they were like, "Absolutely not. Right. We don't want her here." Right. Then I was seeing how at Duke University, Jerry Seinfeld was the commencement speaker, and they walked out on him. Now,
wait, I don't follow Jerry Seinfeld. Correct. What did he do?
I don't know.
Oh, shit.
So this is why I was kind of like...
I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know nothing. I don't know shit about Jerry Seinfeld.
Yes, we know he's a creep. We know he dated a 17-year-old when he was like... Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah, girl. When he... Like, this was years ago. He had a very public relationship with a high school student.
Public?
Very public. Like, sis was with him on the red carpet. Like, very public. He wasn't trying to hide it. I don't know if he's married to this young girl, but either way.
Oh my God.
Yes, it was. But that was years ago.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it. So So this is what I'm gonna say to the protests, commencement ceremonies. Granted, I don't remember who was speaking at my damn ceremony. Don't you say I know who was at yours.
It was Michelle Obama.
Shut up. I think ours was Anthony Fox, and I think he was the Department of Transportation person. Okay, great. Ciao. But I'm all for freedom of speech. I'm all for it. For sure. But so if your speaker is a politician, like I know Morehouse had an issue with Joe Biden being their commencement speaker. Even though I think their president was like, y'all be all right. Y'all get over it. We ain't about to turn that down. Part of me gets it, but then part of me's like, okay.
Yeah.
But Jerry Seinfeld?
I need to know. I mean, maybe they protested for that 17-year-old girl back in the day. I have no idea. Now I do want to know why now.
Yeah, because I'm kind of
I want to know. I'm very interested. I'm very interested to know like why they was like, nah, dog, we actually good on that. Like I would like to know what is tea behind that particular walkout situation. I saw a couple. I can't even remember. I can't even name the schools because I said when I've come.
It was. I think that's.
Is that why they were protesting?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh my God! Hold on.
Wait.
I think that's what it was because it
seriously.
Says, Jerry Seinfeld's 17-year-old girlfriend saga resurfaces after Duke. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Let me see something. Let me read this. Okay. Oh wait. He's 70? Wow. So comedian Jerry Seinfeld was met with a wave of boos when students at Duke University walked out just before his commencement speech. Not only was Seinfeld delivering the speech of the school's football stadium, he was also receiving an honorary degree from the school where his son is enrolled and from where his daughter graduated.
Oh, shit.
As he was being introduced, boos were heard, blah, blah, blah. At least one person in a motorhad could be seen walking in front of the camera before the stream switched to a different side. Videos on social media showed a group of students with Palestinian flags walking down the aisle. Okay. Mm-hmm. What does Jerry Seinfeld got to do with this? It is unclear whether the booing was intended for Seinfeld or the student protests or both, but chants of Jerry were heard shortly after.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't... Okay, Seinfeld, who was Jewish, has been vocally supportive of Israel.
Oh.
But he's okay, so this okay. But this is what I have to say.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
But he's Jewish.
Yeah.
What is it that you
But
did he say any okay, so he's been vocal. Okay, so he's
been pro-Israel.
Yeah, because he's Jewish.
No.
And he lives on Long Island, so
Okay, I understand. I got you there. But there are also Jewish people who are like, what Israel is doing to Palestine is fucked up.
True.
So that's where that is. That's where that protest comes. That's where that, okay.
Well, then that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense now. Hey. And a lot of people have been, I said, I don't know the schools, but I've seen a whole bunch of videos of people walking out of their commencements after, keynote speakers have been addressed. And they're like, no, I'm not doing this.
Virginia Commonwealth University walked out on the Virginia governor, which I get. He's a racist. I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at that. Oh, University of California at Berkeley. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah. There's been a lot of walkouts.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Wow. I didn't realize all those things, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
Yeah.
Listen, stand your ground. If that's what you feel, I know a lot of the parents are probably like, oh my God. But hey, I feel like if you are a parent of a kid who is very vocal and passionate about things that are going about world issues, I actually am going to tip my hat to you. Because I think that means that you raise your kid right to be empathetic to what other people are feeling, to what other people have going on in their lives. So I do commend parents of students like that. So I'll commend our parents. Like, I think our parents kind of taught us to just be like, right is right, wrong is wrong. Like, we might not always agree with what our parents have to say or things like that, but for the most part, I think they raised some empaths that are kind of like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some Virgo empaths.
Yeah.
So
shocker.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I guess shout outs to the protests.
I love it.
Student campuses. I'm wondering if this is going to continue as this school year closes and a new school year is getting ready to begin soon. So I guess we're gonna have to. I guess
I don't know what them niggas upstairs be doing.
Maybe they protesting.
They could be. I wish they would walk the. Okay, all right, go ahead. I'm
walk
sorry.
it out.
Yes.
But yeah, shout outs to them. Also, lastly, political. Shout outs to Fani Willis.
Yes.
Fulton County DA.
Now that we remember her name.
Yeah, listen, let me tell y'all something.
Was it like 15 minutes of not knowing what this lady's name was?
Really was trying to feel like it was crazy. But this is a good thing. So a Georgia appeals court agreed to review ruling allowing Fani Willis to stay on Trump election case.
Yes.
If you guys have been living under a rock, you know Fani Willis, the Fulton County DA, who was getting ready to get Trump up out of here, was under a lot of scrutiny for a relationship that she had with a special prosecutor that she hired, Nathan Wade, and that literally lit the GOP on fire. They was like, oh, we got to get her out of here, blah, 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 blah. And they were like, and she was like, everybody relax.
Right.
Okay, so I had a relationship. I have sex. Like, great.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that serious.
That's because they not getting laid. Damn.
Hate that for them.
I hate that for y'all.
You know. But now we do, and this is how I told Sis I was going to save it for the show. This is how you know that Trump is somewhat guilty. Well, I'm only saying allegedly because I don't need them coming you know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because now being that the appeals court is upholding the ruling, now here they come talking about now they're trying to file a new claim, the GOP, to get Fani Willis. Like, they just won't stop. They won't stop. They will not stop.
They're so annoying.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then, of course, Jim Jordan, Ohio, your beautiful representative, is saying that she's a part of a conspiracy to keep Trump from winning. No, she's a part. You know what? And here's my thing. If that's a conspiracy... It's not a conspiracy if it's just, he committed a crime. Like, what?
Yeah, he did. Several of them.
Your candidate for president of the United States hasn't even been able to campaign because he's so busy in fucking court for sex crimes, bribery crimes, fraud crimes. And you lunatics are sitting here out here talking about, oh, she's a conspiracy to get him not, to have him not reelected. Correct.
Not a conspiracy. Like, no, this is actually real.
This is real.
This is real. I know y'all spend a lot of time on QAnon and conspiracy theories, but this is like a real thing. This is a real thing.
His lawyer, you know somebody guilty when your lawyer is testifying against you. Your lawyer's like, yeah, you ain't, I can't do this no more.
That's crazy.
I can't do this no more.
I need them to hurry up and get him locked up. So,
like, let's move this along.
Oh, this is so stressful.
Like, fuck the black sneakers and all that other stuff. Just let's move this along. Like, enough.
I wonder if all of this isn't wrapped up by no. See, all right, I'm gonna go off a tangent just a little bit.
No, go ahead.
But he should not. Okay, we've already talked about this, but he really should not be able to even be considered to be on the ballot if he is under investigation right now. That is the most egregious thing I've ever heard of in my entire life.
But I guess, okay, so I'm gonna put my defense attorney hat on.
Okay,
like, I would never defend Trump, but
no,
I think it's more so like your rights of due process. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be accused of a bunch of shit, but unless you're found guilty,
he can due process these nuts.
You could. I feel you, but from my lawyer hat,
I'm annoyed by this
because y'all know I'm a defense attorney. Sometimes I'm a prosecutor, depending on the day. But in this situation, unfortunately, he's an American citizen and he's just been accused.
He's an American citizen who doesn't pay his taxes.
For sure.
Has no. Where the people at? Where's the IRS? What? Okay.
But you know they don't arrest. You know they ain't gonna arrest no celebrities or socialites. I mean,
I think it's time to make an example of somebody.
Chris Tucker was millions of dollars in debt to the IRS, and they just let him off like, okay, let's settle for like a couple million and keep moving.
That is so crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, I'm with you 1,000%. I do think that somehow, some way, some legislation should be put in place.
It should,
saying that if you are under, I mean, now I know that there is the 14th Amendment, and that's something that Colorado and a couple other states were trying to hold that against Trump, but you know, judges ruled against it.
Yeah,
and a lot of those judges were placed in the high court by Donald Trump.
Oh my God, it's such a bullshit.
So if anybody's in a conspiracy, it's y'all. But I don't know. But that's it for the political realm. The rest of this stuff is crazy.
All right.
But since we were on the topic of like schools and HBCUs, we're going to talk about the chaos that's been going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Howard, you're up first. Howard, show yourself. You got the video?
I have a video right here.
Girl.
I'm going to show it. I mean, it doesn't have any talking, but it's got music, so I'm going to have to mute it because it's got copyrighted music, I think. Yeah, it does. So I'm going to show the video while I'm talking, but here you can see it says Howard University doesn't want to let families in to see their loved ones graduate. Shh, hush. Trying to get me in trouble. They stopped letting people in before 5 p.m. when the ceremony starts at 6 p.m. Graduates were crying because their families couldn't see them walk because they wouldn't let anybody in. What else happened? Oh, someone broke the glass window because they were trying to get in to see their,
so now you about to get hit with a bill.
They ended up canceling everything because they were rioting. Did you see the video of the chancellor of Howard University?
No.
Oh my God, let me see if I can find it because she came up. It was nasty.
What did she say?
Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Howard University shut down. Not shut down. Where is that video at? Videos.
What?
Yes. Here we go.
Because of the size of the room and because our relatives sometimes do not know how to act, the fire department is now here to shut us down.
Oh!
So this is what we're going to do. Hear me clearly. This is what we're going to do.
That's y'all Mecca?
Girl.
That's y'all Mecca HBCUs?
Isn't that nasty?
You're telling me you couldn't find a space large enough in Washington, D.C.? Oh, that's nasty work because they don't know how. It was that they don't know how to act for me. That was unnecessary. Because our
people don't know how to act.
Unnecessary.
What are you saying?
Unnecessary. Yeah, I don't like that. Mm-mm.
Wasn't that nasty?
That was nasty work. I don't like that at all.
I was like,
that's y'all Mecca though. That's y'all Mecca. That's y'all Mecca.
So someone had told me that Howard usually has their graduations outside.
Ugh, how tacky.
Oh, I know, right? I could never. I could never.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Like, ew. But what was wrong with that option?
I don't know. But wasn't this for like just the nursing? Was it just nursing or was it their general commencement?
Let me go back to the Twitter and see if I can find it.
Because something
it was, yes.
It was the nursing?
College of Nursing and Allied Health Honors and Awards Ceremony.
Wow.
Yeah, girl.
Oh. So it was an awards ceremony. It wasn't a graduation. What? Doesn't make it right, but...
Nonetheless, though.
What in the world?
Yeah, girl. Hold on, let me go back to...
I don't like that.
Yeah, it was the College of Nursing. The College of Nursing and Allied... The College of Nursing and Allied Health Sciences graduation ceremony ended early after dozens of family members locked out after glass door broken.
That is, oh my God, yeah. I can't imagine being, first of all, when you're a nursing student, I think you have to stay like another year or so. I know for certain schools.
Yeah.
I can't imagine going through all that, waiting for this day, and my people can't see me, and then the chancellor of the school gets up there and being racist against our own people.
Ooh. Girl.
Wow.
You heard me?
Unacceptable.
You heard me?
Unacceptable.
Very disgusting.
Well, hate you, I guess. Okay.
Damn.
Y'all can have that.
That was nasty.
Meanwhile, we don't have
She would have to see me outside.
No, for real. Never mind.
I wonder how many phone calls and emails they got after that.
Oh, child. Yeah. Because I'm like...
And then I'm thinking, like, well, did they get like did families get like a number of tickets, right? Because if it's a ticketed event or a seated event, then you need to know how many seats are in there.
I saw that. I think they got 2 tickets or something like that.
So then, if no one was checking tickets properly, then we have an issue. Because how is there no space, but y'all issued out 2 tickets? So what is it? Somebody didn't do their job that day.
Yeah, somebody. Yeah,
Several somebodies didn't do their job. Yeah.
Well, for students that were affected by that, we feel really bad for you. That's horrible.
Yeah.
And you guys deserve better. So, masters at North Carolina A&T State University. But anyway, because
and we have our graduation indoors.
You know what? And I will say this one, I did not hear not one word about A&T's graduation from a negative standpoint. I saw some amazing photos. I heard Tamron Hall gave an amazing commencement speech. We had no protests. Everybody, mama and them, was able to get in. So shout outs to the blue and gold. Yeah, for sure. The illustrious. Per use. Now we're going to move on to FAMU. Real quick. So it's so funny. After Sierra and I wrapped up last week, I was scrolling. I said, "Oh shoot, FAMU, you got a really large donation. That's great." Remember I said that?
Yes, you did.
Okay,
they got a $237 million donation.
$237 million, which literally would have been listed as the largest ever for one of the country's historically black colleges and universities. However, the school has put a pause on that donation because there was some major red flags from the donor and the donation. So I'm going to read this, written by myself.
Yes, written by yourself, period.
The donation from Batterson Farms Corporation's Gregory Jeremy and the Isaac Batterson Family Sevens Trust was presented during the commencement ceremony at FAMU on May 4th. Then a bunch of school leaders, thank you. School leaders have raised some serious red flags on it. I don't know what just happened.
Take back.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was just the wrong thing. They had some serious red flags because apparently, so the president called an emergency meeting with the FAMU's fundraising foundation, announcing the decision to pause the donation. Okay. With regard to the gifts and and processing of it and so forth, in terms of future processing, we've already decided it is in our best interest to put that on hold. Wow. Okay. So now, whatever.
It's okay. Calm down. It's
hate it.
Calm down.
It keeps doing it. Basically what was going on is the way that the funds were going to be transferred were very much like, what? Yeah. And the board of trustees, first of all, the board of trustees never knew about it. Wow. So only the school president and the provost knew about this. Okay. They never said anything about it. And the board of trustees and everybody's like, well, if you would have consulted with people, maybe, just maybe, we would have been able to kind of wave the red flag a whole time. However, the donation would have increased the school's endowment and potentially help students and faculty for generations to come. Yeah. So this is how it was supposed to go down. Okay. The entrepreneur made a pledge to donate 14 million shares of stock. Okay. Of intrinsic value worth at least $239 million. Wow. To FAMU. Then he was set to donate an additional $61 million over the next 10 years. However, the math was just not mathing. Okay. Come to find out, this same dude presented a $95 million gift to Coastal Carolina University in South Carolina, but it fell through. Oh. And the school actually had to cut ties with the business owner because the deal failed. So FAMU was like, how come you didn't know this? Right. Okay. Oh my. So come to find out, the president and the vice president of university advancement admitted to being banned from discussing the gift publicly due to an NDA. So they signed an NDA about it.
But they weren't supposed to tell nobody
they wasn't supposed to tell anybody until the entrepreneur was comfortable and he wanted to make this big to-do at the graduation. So the CEO requested that the donation be anonymous until he agreed to make it public.
This is kind of sus.
Very much so.
Especially because, what you mean it fell through at Coastal Carolina?
Correct.
So you don't have the money. That's what that sounds like to me.
$95 million. We talked about a couple weeks ago, the nursing school in the Bronx. That woman who, pretty much covered tuition for everybody. Right. $95 million? $237 million?
He don't have the money though.
And this is my thing from a philanthropy standpoint. Okay. If you want to donate that amount of money, why would you make somebody sign an NDA about it?
Because he ain't got the money.
That is, and then like, and under your terms, like, oh, I want to make sure that it goes public when I say it's public.
That's sus as hell. Sis, that's sus as hell.
14 million shares of stock? What does that even mean?
I don't know. I'm not abreast of stocks and things like that.
Me neither.
That one of y'all can explain that to us, please.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Makes no sense.
But I don't know. To me, it sounds like don't tell nobody yet because I don't have the funds yet.
That's what it's giving.
And so I'm gonna slide y'all this cash.
Yeah.
Here go 14 million in stocks or whatever. 14 stocks, 19 whatever. I don't know. It's very sus though. I guess people gotta start vetting the people who want to give them money now because that's crazy.
But here's the thing. I feel like that should be a priority from jump.
It should be.
Like, how many times, I mean, we've said it numerous times on the show, like, all money ain't good money.
Right.
You know, and I understand from an HBCU standpoint where we're historically underfunded, things like that. So somebody comes to you often and be like, yeah, I want to give you $237 million.
That's a lot of money.
You know how much tuition that covers?
Yo.
Okay?
Yeah.
You know how many salaries that pays?
Yeah.
So I can understand why leadership would be like, well, but you have to do your research.
That's crazy.
That's what real leadership does. So,
he ain't got no money. That's what. I'm assuming he ain't got no money.
Right. You can't donate $95 million to one school that falls through, and then literally 3 years later, oh, let me just give FAMU.
Yeah, no.
$237 million of all the schools.
I would say lucky for FAMU they didn't. I would say better now catch it now than later.
Well, apparently they've already accepted the deal.
Damn.
So I don't know.
Go to court.
I do think that this is going to be...
Go to court.
Yeah, I think there's going to be some... I mean, but...
Go to court.
You're talking about shares of stock. So I don't... How do you accept that? I don't know. How do you accept that? What is it? That's why I never got into Bitcoin and stuff. Like, what are you talking about?
Go to court.
I don't know. Speaking of court, you know who else is about to go to court?
Who?
DJ Akademiks.
Love that for him.
Real quick.
Yeah, I do.
Talking all that junk, and you're next. Who's next?
Go.
You, you are next. You ding dong.
What did he do?
So, he just looks like a muppet, baby.
He looked like he hasn't washed his ass in so long. I can bet that nigga has not washed between them booty cheeks in years.
I don't understand how somebody that has that type of money like still looks like they're filming in 94. I don't understand.
I mean, just shit. You got all that money. You like your breath stink. Brush your fucking beard, you bum.
And I don't understand why Kendrick and Drake kept going to him to drop these diss tracks. Like, are we serious?
Well, Kendrick was dropping his on YouTube.
Yeah, but he was calling DJ Akademiks and letting him know too. I just want to let you know that your fave was also in contact with DJ Akademiks.
I'll call him later and be like, Kendrick, that's enough.
I feel you. I do feel like it's beneath him. I do.
It is. Next time, reach out like the Headwraps and lipsticks.
Yeah, we got you.
I am not above this beef. I told y'all last week that this is the time I'm having the time of my life.
If it gets to, I might step aside. As your friend, your friend J. Cole, you know what I'm saying? J. Cole, if you have some things to say, call me. I got you. It's not a problem.
What's up?
You know what I'm saying? We can ride bikes and go to the beach and talk about it.
Sure.
But
sure.
You saw he was on the beach and some girl was like,
yeah, what are you doing out here? He's looking like I'm recovering from this goddamn.
He better than me because I wouldn't even took a picture.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I'm trying to live my life. Anyways, so DJ Akademiks is being sued for sexual assault and defamation by a former acquaintance. I'm going to read this. According to documents, his name is Livingston.
That tracks.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is being sued by, I cannot pronounce this woman's
Let
name.
me see. Where is that? Oh, Fawzia? Fawzia?
He's being sued by a former acquaintance who filed a rape and defamation lawsuit against him in New Jersey Superior Court. In her 30-page lawsuit,
damn,
she alleges that on July 16, 2022, he contacted her and invited her to his house in New Jersey. While at his home, he and two accomplices identified as John Doe 1 and John Doe 2 allegedly drugged and raped her. On the morning after the incident, the young woman was unaware of what happened and only became aware after Akademiks showed her surveillance footage of her being sexually assaulted by John Doe 1 and 2 on his pool deck. The young woman stated in her suit that she reported the incident to police and the rape kit was performed once revealed that she had been sexually assaulted. Since the alleged rape, she refrained from commenting on the incident until December 30th of 2023. On that date, she claimed that she had seen Akademiks defame her on social media. According to the woman, the popular podcaster accused her of voluntarily having an orgy with her friends at his home while maintaining that he never participated at all. Angered by the false statements, she released a video addressing her alleged Angered by his statements about her, she released a video addressing his alleged involvement in the sexual assault. That was on December 30th. This clip is from December 30th.
What?
Is that? Okay, no, I thought it was her. I've seen her before, but I was like, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, I remember this video. Wow.
I look crazy right now, but I'm not going to stand here and let this man continue to lie about me. That's not what happened, Akademiks. You know that that's not what happened. And for you to pretend that you didn't do anything, that I just went to your house and I'm just some thought. Like we didn't know each other for 2 years. You tried to save yourself after your friends assaulted me. Whether or not you got drunk or not, I know that when you woke up, you were on top of me too. You raped me too. And a rape kit was done. You know what? I'm going to come back with my own story. This what you wanted, and you're about to get it. I've been quiet for way too long.
Good for you.
Wow.
She also stated in her documents that she has suffered significant physical and psychological pain, as well as dignity and invasion of her privacy following the alleged sexual assault. Additionally, she claims that DJ Akademiks' false public statements about her are grounds for defamation.
Oh, yes.
Her lawsuit presented photographic evidence of her physical injuries, along with a screenshot obtained from surveillance footage capturing the... What a sick fuck. Like, you're gonna...
And showed her the video?
I'm trying not to get emotional because I just...
Yeah.
That's just so fucking sick. And I guess I'm getting mad because it's like, we watch this bitch every fucking day cry about other grown men being accused. You were crying about Drake being accused of being a fucking pedophile. Meanwhile, this young girl, you had the balls to show her sexual assault and then just get on a motherfucking mic and talk about it. Don't talk to me if you ride for DJ Akademiks. And I mean that. And that's family, friends. I don't want to hear it. Because this is nasty work.
That's some sick
This is
shit.
nasty work. This is nasty
That's
work.
some sick stuff.
This is nasty work.
Make his pockets hurt. I hope she get all of the money.
I really do hope that this young lady gets some justice, because
Get the money, the house, and that shitty ass camera he be recording on, and burn it. Burn it to the ground.
I don't understand, like, why you got all this money, you get all these bitches, ain't none of you
burn that house to the ground.
Ain't nobody bought you a 4K camera yet? We not sponsored and we got a 4K camera.
Damn, that's fucking real. You right. You are correct.
Well,
I hate that. I hate that man. I hate that man.
I can't. How you gonna show somebody real quick, you up? Let me show you what you did last night.
That's
I did.
That's nasty.
What I did.
That's nasty. It's the same shit Diddy was doing to Cassie in that report, allegedly. Nasty. It's so many fucking creeps out here, bro.
Well, one of those creeps is still Dan Schneider.
Oh my God. Yes.
We only got 2 more things.
Yes.
So y'all know who we're talking about. Nickelodeon's poster boy for success, Dan Schneider, who was put under a microscope on the documentary Quiet on the Set, which exposed the toxic work environment that these children sustained while working under Dan Schneider. Mm-hmm. Things had gotten a little quiet with that, but now Lori Beth Denberg, y'all know who I'm talking about. Everybody, I feel like if you were a fan of Nickelodeon and you didn't like Lori Beth Denberg, something's wrong with you. But she came forward to talk about her own allegations and her own experiences with
Dan Schneider.
And it is pretty crazy. Basically, she said that Dan showed her porn, groped her on her chest, and it's just kind of wild. Okay, here we go. Lori Beth Denberg has accused Dan Schneider of showing her porn, initiating phone sex, and more when she was just a teenager. Phone sex. Right. Okay.
I'm disgusted.
Okay. According to Denberg, it was around her 19th birthday in 1995 when Schneider asked for a meeting with her and allegedly showed her clips of pornography on his computer. She said the grand finale of the clips was one that depicted a woman performing oral sex on a donkey.
Bestiality? What is going on? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? Bestiality?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She told Business Insider she felt like this was the first time he preyed on her. But we all saw, if you haven't watched Quiet on the Set, those 2 women in the very beginning also said that Dan Schneider showed them pornography.
Yes.
So, okay. All right. He did issue a statement immediately and said that Denberg's accusations wildly exaggerated and in most cases false.
What?
I don't know what that means.
What does that mean in most cases?
This is what he said. As I have previously stated, there were times, particularly in the early years of my career, that I made mistakes and exhibited poor judgment as a leader. If I did that with respect to Lori Beth, I sincerely apologize for her. I can apologize to her, but I cannot apologize for things I did not do. So hold on. Wait a minute. I want to read that again because that is the most contradictive thing I've ever heard in my life. Mm-hmm. If I did that with respect to Lori Beth, I sincerely apologize, but I cannot apologize for things I did not do.
That nigga did that shit. Allegedly.
You got, after the Quiet on the Set, you got on there and did a bogus interview with the Hollywood Reporter. Was that who it was, the Hollywood Reporter?
I think so. And that black guy from one of his other shows.
Crying and asking for forgiveness. You know, I'm so sorry I did all that. And then you're suing Nickelodeon for defamation. Then Lori Beth Denberg, one of the biggest stars that Nickelodeon ever produced, comes out and says, yeah, it happened to me too. Might not have happened in the most egregious way, but it happened.
Right.
It happened.
Right.
And now you're saying, well, if I did do it, I'm sorry, but I can't apologize because I didn't do it.
What, nigga? Okay. It's time to get rid of all these people. Gotta go. All of these people got to go. All of you sick mugs in the industry gotta go.
It gets worse. I'm gonna read the rest of this from Denberg. She was cast on All That when she was just 17 years old and told Business Insider that her relationship with Schneider turned sexual when she was around 19. This included Schneider allegedly discussing sexual topics with her over the phone and initiating phone sex with her in one instance. Denberg said she would sleep over at Schneider's house and they would give each other massages, and Schneider would sometimes play porn on his computer. She alleged that one night when they were watching Jeopardy together, they made a bet that whoever solved the answers correctly would get a massage. Denberg won, and Schneider allegedly fondled her breasts and put his mouth on them.
What?
She also recalled at a time when Schneider allegedly lashed out on her. They were at dinner with fellow writers and crew members when Schneider allegedly asked the group if they thought Denberg's breasts were different sizes. Denberg said she threw a piece of bread at him and he reacted by screaming at her. Another alleged encounter occurred when Schneider asked Denberg to drive with him to an auto repairman. According to Denberg, the two got pulled over by a police officer and Schneider revealed he had a gun and made her hide it under her skirt so the officer wouldn't see. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Where were her parents?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know. But what the hell?
Sleepovers. Phone sex. Massages.
I don't have any more energy for this guy. I can't even watch Good Burger anymore.
No, I can't. I don't even want to think about none of that stuff. All that, none of that shit.
It's so sad when legacies are tarnished like that, just because you have that type of power. I don't understand it. Like, you are given the golden ticket for kids, and you do this
to kids,
to children. And then you hire other creeps to be around those children.
Yo, it's a what's it called? It's a cesspool, a hotbed for creeps. It's like a creep signal.
It really, I don't understand it.
I guess my question is like, how do they?
I don't know.
How do you end up turning? I don't know, bro. Like I said before, that whole making sex so deviant and sick like that, man. Like, what? I don't want to understand it, but it's like, what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what has to happen in your life,
right,
for you to think that that's okay,
right,
and then to put other children in harm of that?
I don't know. That's some bullshit. Like, wow, Lori Beth. Like,
I hate that for her.
And you know, it's crazy. I was talking to Simone after like the Quiet on the Set happened, and I was like, I hope none of the bigger stars, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I know Keenan came out right away and said, you know, nothing like that happened to me, but he sided with his former colleagues.
Yeah.
And I know people were like coming out like, well, why didn't you do something? He was a child. What do you want that 13-year-old black boy to do?
Right.
What do you want him to do? So now Lori Beth, who, you know, clearly was the senior of the staff.
Yeah.
You see, nobody was safe on that set. Nobody. Wow.
That is some sick shit.
Really sick.
Damn, is that what we ended on?
We can end on the teacher with the braids if you want.
I don't even know, dog. That's a whole nother. All right, real quick. What city was this? Maryland?
I think so.
So there was this dude on TikTok who's a teacher. You know, teachers love clout. No, I'm kidding. I don't know why I said it. There was this dude.
Something to get paid.
So this is a black man teacher in a school. And he's talking about, like, you know, how much he enjoys, you know, being a teacher and he loves his students or whatever.
Yeah.
So in the clip, first of all, he hasn't blurred out anybody's face or anything. Okay, he's got girls all, so he's saying like, explaining how like he, at the last 10 minutes of class, he said if anybody wants to help him take out his hair, because he was going to a hair appointment after school was over that day, and he needed help taking out his hair. So he not only had a couple of girls from the class that he was teaching, but he not recruited, but like told the other teachers from another class, like, hey, 10 minutes after they can come to my class and help me take my hair out. So, okay. All right. So anyway, on this video, we got four girls, all with their combs, taking out his hair. And he's explaining about like, how they're all like, all of his students are his best friends, yada, 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 and all of this stuff. And sure, by the way, this fool is wearing a school shirt with the school logo and everything on it. Nothing is blurred out. No kid's face are blurred out. The school logo isn't blurred out. So of course, the school starts getting emails, phone calls, pigeon carrier messages. Like they are, they are reaching out like, hey, this is kind of sus.
Yeah.
So I think maybe a day or two after that, they end up like, calling a formal meeting. He gets fired. The young man goes live on TikTok.
Oh my God!
After that, crying, and he's showing on live about how his students are texting him, saying, "Yo, Doctor Professor Lee, we miss you," or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, again, this is inappropriate. This is inappropriate. So, the discussion on the timeline has been: is it appropriate for a male teacher to have young girl teachers?
No!
Is it appropriate for a male teacher to have young girl teachers do or undo his hair, whether or not he had a hair appointment?
No!
Immediately after class?
No. I'm so tired of these conversations on social media. Like, this is common sense. You are a black man. First, that's number one. You are a black man.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
You are a black man. You are already walking around with a target on your back.
Yes.
As a school administrator. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. So for you are a grown-ass man. You telling me you don't... First of all, you have fingers. You've been getting your hair braided for quite some time now. So you know how to take them out. Mm-hmm. You know how to comb it, everything like that.
Yep.
All right? There's no need for young girls. I don't care if they were 17. Mm-hmm. I don't care if one of them just turned 18. It's unnecessary. They're not your friends. Those are your students. Mm-hmm. I think that there is social media has truly erased the line of boundaries between teaching professionals and students. Mm-hmm. It's what, like, I see teachers on social media all the time mocking their students, but I don't see the students.
Yeah.
You want to mock them? That's one thing. That's perfectly fine. But you having young girls touch your scalp and all that stuff like that, you might as well just have them sit in your goddamn lap. Mm-hmm. How many times do we have to hear stories on the news about teachers getting fired for texting students, for groping students, for having sex with students? Mm-hmm. Why did you think, as a black man, why did you think this was appropriate? Mm-hmm. Like, there's no boundaries anymore. There's no fences. There's no gates. Like, when we were growing up, I think every young girl and young man had a crush on a student. I mean, I had a crush on a teacher.
Mr. Brickhouse, 4th grade.
Mr. Woodall, my guidance counselor in the 8th grade, okay?
Period.
And Mr. Bland in high school, all right? Mm-hmm. One was my guidance counselor. One was the dean of students. Mr. Bland was the dean. Mm-hmm. But I would never have, like, oh, there's something you should... Never! Mm-hmm. Because they knew better. Now, there were some administrators in the school, okay, come to find out, because some years later, some stuff happened. We was like, okay.
Yeah.
But they would never. And both of the men that I mentioned were black because they knew better. This was just unacceptable. Unacceptable. And I'm like, I feel like, if he were to have a daughter, would you want your daughter taking out braids of a grown-ass man?
Yeah, how about that?
Would you want that?
It's also, was something I didn't even think of, but someone was like, that having that boundary crossed, like, that opens up the door for, like, grooming. And which I was like, oh shoot. I mean, but they're right. Like, that opens up the door for really weird stuff like that to happen. So, like, yeah, they've been lighting his ass up.
And rightfully so, because I feel like I'm pretty sure that they're gonna put an investigation, because you're sitting here talking about these are my friends. Have they been to your house?
Yo, and they're texting, and like I said, they was texting him like, he was on live saying like, he was crying, and because I think he's a science teacher or whatever, and while the words that he was saying in the video were like, they were nice, it was like, you should know better. But this is not the way to go about that. And furthermore, I don't know why you felt the need to record it. What's your school shirt on? And now you out of a job, and niggas think you are a groomer or a weirdo or something. Or a pedo.
I really think that people.
It's crazy.
I think there's certain videos that are recorded that you meant no harm by it.
Sure.
But I just think that, like, I can't front. There's certain things that I want to record. I'll be like, nah, I'm good. There's certain things even on Microsoft Teams, I'll be like, nah, I'm not even going to do it.
I've deleted many a tweet.
Okay? Girl. I'll be like, nah,
You know what I'm saying?
We don't got time for that. Let me chill out. Let me chill out.
Yes.
I see some of the craziness I'll be like, I just be like, I'm not even liking it. I'm not even retweeting it. Just, I agree from a distance.
Right.
Because it's just like, no. Just no. Like, I just feel like in this day and age, with the temperature of this culture right now.
For sure.
I just feel like you should have knew better. Yeah. I'm sorry. Like, and I see, like, I even saw a video the other day of this man who you're admitting to assaulting some, I guess his daughter or somebody was getting bullied.
Oh, yes. And he jumped him and his whoever.
Yeah. So now when the cops come knocking at your door for assaulting another grown ass man.
Now we have video evidence of you saying that you actually did jump.
Just like the cop.
That girl's father.
Just like the cop that admitted to sexually assaulting his own cousin.
Bro.
Yeah.
We are losing recipes.
I'm sorry.
Y'all don't know how to be quiet.
There's no need. If you like, real G's move in silence like lasagna. You could have beat that man up and kept it to yourself. Why did everybody need to know?
Because people love likes and clicks, man. That dopamine.
Yeah.
I be like, I got to tell the world about this. I just beat this man up.
Oh, okay.
What?
So now you're getting assault charges.
Oh, okay.
If the victim is petty, the victim might have been like, all right, but now you talking about it?
Listen.
911, what's your emergency? I'd like to report an assault.
Yes. That's crazy.
That my child witnessed as well.
Yeah.
So now that's endangerment.
Child endangerment. Yeah.
I am a lawyer. Now there's child endangerment charges.
Child endangerment.
Yeah. Goof.
Damn. Clown Town.
That's right. We ended on an aggressive note because
that's fine. They'll be fine.
Y'all wildin'.
Y'all are wildin'.
Y'all are wildin'.
How wild are y'all? Did y'all leave a comment?
They
type
did
of
not.
wild?
No.
They did it. You checked already?
I did. I just checked while.
Look at that. Y'all must make me drop my phone.
Yeah.
Because y'all ain't leave a comment.
That's very that's just rude.
That's not very cash money of you.
Yeah.
It's giving pores.
Damn. I don't know.
Y'all really didn't leave a comment, huh?
Let me see.
Wait. Yeah.
I also hate Krispy Kreme. Yeah, that was the last one.
Yeah. Y'all suck. How about that? Yeah. Anyway, since we don't have any reviews, please be sure to follow us on all of our social media. We're on Twitter at Headwrappod. We're on Instagram at Headwraps and Lipsticks. Check out our Facebook page, Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast. Go to our website, www.headwrapsandlipsticks.com, where we have crew necks and t-shirts that are for sale but not on sale. We have a Cashapp, $Headwrappod. If you want to send us some cash, for sure. And then lastly, we are on a bunch of streaming platforms: Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. If you had left a review in 5 stars, we would have read it on the air, but you didn't do that.
Damn.
Did you? You did not. Anyway, sis?
No.
Damn, you're not going to give him a joke?
I am not.
Damn.
Because ain't shit funny.
You know what? Shit is not funny.
Okay, we got teachers that don't know what to do.
Listen.
Creeps.
Yeah.
And now y'all don't leave a review.
It's really nasty. Yeah. Hopefully when we see you next week, we'll have some reviews. Until then.
Or else.
I
don't know what the or else is, but still.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Bye.